It's time for week 1 of the Treasures of Ruin Generation 4 Draft League. My first opponent is HadesofEnder, a great player with a fantastic team led by Infernape. They can also use any Rotom appliance they want. A Life Orb Azov can be really hard for me to switch into. They can get rid of my hazards with Donphan or check me defensively via Vaporeon, Roselia, and Registeel. They also happen to have one of my favorite Pokemon of all time, Murkrow. Because this is Generation 4 and you have to pick your lead, I'm starting off with Grape Juice, my Choice Scarf, Sniper Kingdra. Its role is to outspeed Azov and drop a Draco, but also deal with Infernape via Surf. I have Toxic for Vaporeon, and Dragon Pulse gives me a nice spammable dragon move that doesn't miss. Next up, we have Victory, my Custap Berry, special defensive Nidoqueen. That way I can take Fire Blast from Infernape and even a Life Orb Psychic from Azov. And threaten both back with Earth Power and Shadow Ball. Nidoqueen sets up Stealth Rock and Toxic Spike for my team. With hazards up and them having Donphan, I wanted a Spin Blocker and Brody, my Drifblim. I'm special defensive to be able to take hits from Azov and Infernape after a Calm Mind, and my set is Rest, Sleep Talk, Shadow Ball with a Chesto Berry to wake up for the first time and get unburdened. In the right circumstances, this Pokemon can 6-0 the entire team. But I'm currently a little Ice Weak, which is why we have Iceman himself, my Purugly, with Thick Fact to shrug off fire moves from Rotom Heat or Infernape, and a Blizzard from Rotom Frost. Also a Stall Breaker set with Super Fang, Taunt, Knockoff, and U-Turn. Basically, the point is to either get rid of my opponent's items or keep them low. Swole, my max special defense Zapdos, is incredible here at shrugging off Infernape's and Azov special attacks, while Heat Wave lets me hit Roselia and Registeel. Bruce gives me longevity, and my last move is Ominous Wind. That way a Rotom appliance cannot wall me, and maybe I'll even get the Omni Boost. My last Pokemon Van is my favorite SHAYMIN set of all time, and Protect, Leech Seed, Seed Flare, and Earth Power with leftovers. Special defense to eat hits from Rotom as well as Azov, and threaten back with Seed Flare damage. A Leech Seed lets me beat Registeel 1v1. So that's my team for week 1. Big shout out to VGC Immense, Raltsboy, and Geronis for the help this week, as well as Splash Plate for the awesome editing. Let's get right into the battle. Alright, here we are with week 1 of the black and white draft. I'm not gonna lie, I completely forgot my opponent's team. Wow, I'm just gonna drop a Draco. I just completely forgot my opponent. They lead off with Donphan. I don't know what this means. I'm just gonna drop a Draco. I think they have Rose. Yo, I should actually go back to the doc real quick because it's been that long since I built this team. Hold up, let me look at this doc real quick so I know what they could have in the back. I'll put the timer on them, but if y'all do enjoy this content, let me know. Feel free to leave a like, feel free to sub to the channel. Drafts. Okay, here it is, here it is, here it is. Infernape, Rotom Appliance, Registeel, desktop, save. That's okay. I do 15 to Reggie, no big deal. Let me put this right here. So you see Registeel, Donphan. Infernape, Rotom Appliance, Azov, probably there, maybe Rose. I'm going to switch out into my Nidoqueen here on Toxic. Perfect. And this allows us to get up rocks early. It's Toxic Registeel, so I'm going to assume... I'm fighting everything to put on the timer. But I'm going to assume that that means that it's not like Curse or anything. If it's Toxic, it also shouldn't be able to beat my Drifblim. But we're going to get up Stealth Rock here. I assume a Rotom Appliance, like I said. Donphan comes out. No big deal. They want to spin early, that's fine. They could also just get up rocks. I'm just going to go SHAYMIN first as they get up their rocks. And then we're going to go for Seed Flare just to be safe. I'm not going to predict Registeel wanting to come in. I'm in a pretty decent spot anyway. There's no real... This is Gen 4, so there's no sturdy on Donphan. So Seed Flare will blow it away. Unless it's custom. If they want to make an aggro play, I'm in a good spot too. So, go for a Leech Seed here. On Reggie coming in. If it wants to boom, that's fine too. It does go for Seismic Toss. We basically get it all back. Nice. And plays they can make, that would be annoying. I do think we go Nidoqueen. I don't think they have Rose ready if they're playing this way. Yeah, just because I get everything back from this, so I'm okay with this turn. I get everything back. Go for a Toxic Spike here as well, potentially hitting Donphan upon switching. I assume Azov comes out now. But I don't really want to shout. I'd rather get up T-Spike for Donphan so I can pressure it. Yeah, so that comes out. Drifblim, they make a great Stone Edge play. So I don't get to have my Drifblim for later. Maybe I do. And maybe I do, because Weakening Donphan is so good. I'm pretty sure this guy beats everything on their team. Yeah, I feel like you beat everybody on their team. I'm just going to go for Sea Flare again. I'm not going to Leech Seed. If they want to play the safe game, the long game, that's fine. I don't get the speed on Drifblim, so that end game is not going to be that great. But also, look how good Kingdra end game can be, too. We're always going to Seed Flare here. Going to play it safe. If Donphan goes down, or if Registeel goes down, it opens my Spit Off Zapdos a lot. Which is what I'm going for. They're really thinking about this. I'm going to put on the timer. Just to have that on. Like, just to legit have it on. Gonna protect. See how they play. They might boom this turn, too. It's still safe to click Seism Toss, but again, getting that T-Spike on Donphan goes such a long way. I feel like it's a little rough. Okay, they do switch on to Infernip. That's fine. They're Lumberry Infernip. No big deal. We'll go Kingdra on the fire move. Lumberry's a cool tech. Go Kingdra on the fire move. Eats it up and has a Scarf Surf. Oh, they end up Swords Dancing. All right, so here's my Scarf Surf. Let's see if they respect the Scarf. If they don't, they go down. This was definitely my play, though. Like, hard into Kingdra was definitely my play, 100%. All right, so Reggie comes out. I get a nasty crit, and because of Sniper, they just straight up go down. Oh, that's so big. That is a Gen 4 crit, which does double damage, and because it's Sniper, it's even stronger. Like, it's insanely... That's such a huge Sniper crit. All right, Reggie going down like crazy. All right, so we have T-Spike as well working for us for Infernape. Most likely, it's going to be Azof coming out in a sec. But Azof might have to boom. I assume that they are respecting Scarf Kingdra, though, as a lead. Or as just the Pokemon in general. I assume they're respecting it. Also, if Donphan wants to come out... Like, I think I'm at the point where technically Drifblim can still Rest Talk and beat a Vaporeon. Psychic is free. SD is a problem. What is your set? I'm gonna Surf. Yeah, because it's Life Orb, right? Yeah, okay, cool. So, we get the KO there. Vaporeon does end up coming out, so we get the Poison on Vaporeon, which is what I wanted. Poison on Vaporeon is perfect. This is going to allow them to go Infernape, but... that's okay. Yeah, we always go for Earth Power here. As Rotom comes out. Alright, this is going to give me my Purugly now. So they're Blizzard, but Purugly Iceman comes in on the Ice type. Yeah, baby, thick fat. Oh, I get frozen, which is unfortunate. I crit you. Don't worry. Donphan's going to come out. So we keep our Stealth Rock up for sure. I'm still going Drifblim. Always. I think I just Shadow Ball. Just damage on this so that way I can beat them with my next Pokemon is really big. Because SHAYMIN is insane, but also so is Zapdos. Alright, so we go you. We click. Seed Flare. We knock out Donphan. Perfect. Azof is going to go down to Hazard, so we don't have to worry about that. Infernape comes out. I think the play is always Protect just because of poison damage. As they flare. Okay, so they're Flare Blitz, so that's big. Them being Flare Blitz is big. Does Nidoqueen die to Lum Flare Blitz? What's their name? Infernape. Physical attacker. No. It actually doesn't. So we can go that. They do get me in the Custap range, which is perfect. I'm going to Shadow Ball just in case they want to try and go Rotom here. Will this Shadow Ball even kill this? No, but it puts them on a... It hits Rotom, which is important, in my opinion. And it's a double down if they stay in, so I'm okay with this. I'm definitely okay with this. I'll just do it. Cool. So Infernape's gonna go down. Don't have to worry about that mon at all. It's just Blizzard now. That did 28 to me, by the way. What does that mean? Frost. Blizzard. So it's Scarf Blizzard. That's one Blizzard gone. They might have to hit all the Scarf Blizzards, but I have Spit F Zapdos as well, so... Nidoqueen did crazy work there, by the way. Beautiful job. There's one. Everyone they miss as well, I still have the option of Taunt and Knockoff, too. There's two. We're going to try and Thaw eventually with Iceman. Yeah, even Ice Beam not going to do crap to me. So I would rather Leech Seed here if they want to go out into Rotom. Because I get so much recovery, and if they Trick, I'm in a good spot anyway. And DPP Trick is also so interesting. Because I'm just getting healthier and healthier. So we should be okay. That crit on Reggie was pretty big. Because it gets a guarantee KO. Iceman being the defensive beast that it is, though, is really cool. Also, I'm fairly confident this is Scarf Rotom, which means they shouldn't be able to beat my boy right here. All right, there's one Protect. Right back to Iceman we go. They know I have Zapdos in the back as well. 1, 2, 3. They only have 2 left. One left. Let's see if we thaw here. Come on, Iceman. Bro said, no, not today. Sea Flare should be free. We KO that. Protect always the play. Because we know they're Scarf. They Trick. We go out to Kingdra to lock him into whatever attack. This is DPP Trick, though, so you're forced to click Trick again. GG. All right, so we managed to win week 1 of DPP. Wasn't the cleanest, I will say, mainly because of the crit on Registeel. It would not have 2-shot because it's a sniper crit, so it does 1,000,000,000%. But we managed to win. Iceman, hey, even while frozen, Purugly was like, nah, I'm there. But imagine Purugly thought, though, got a Super Fang off on Donphan upon switching, and then went for U-turn to bring in Drifblim to then KO. Whatever, T-Spike was great. Shout out to Nidoqueen. Good game. I'll see you in the next, whenever the next game goes up. These are not like, oh, we play this and this goes up Sunday. No, we play, I got a bunch of stuff coming out, but we just play when we can. But anyway, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.